Well, hi guys, Mark here. Welcome again to Poole Moto here in the south of England, and today we're going to be taking out the all new Lexmoto Rx1. Stay tuned. Well, hi there guys, Mark here. Really pleased today to be bringing you a review on the all-new Lexmoto Rx1. So we'll just run through all the specifications first of all in the usual way, take it for a test ride around the roads here in Dorset, south of England, then we'll have the final thoughts at the end. So just starting off with the price, these are currently on the website at £2,919 plus the on-the-road charge. So this has the new engine, the Euro 5 Plus or Euro 5B as they're calling it. It's putting out a maximum power for the A1 of 14.8 horsepower at 9,500 RPM. Torque is 11 Newton meters at 7,500 RPM. And in the short ride over to this place, a few miles I've just ridden it so far, it's a very, very smooth, quiet engine. It's really good. So 124cc, single cylinder, 4-stroke, liquid cooled. They're quoting a top speed of 62 miles an hour. I don't disbelieve that. So 14 litre fuel tank on this. So this is going to do 90 to 100 miles per gallon UK. So you're going to get an absolutely huge range of well over 200 miles. Seat is very spacious, very comfortable indeed. I'm 5'7" tall, 170 centimetres with a 30-inch inside leg. I can get my feet down to the floor very easily, so that's ideal if you're a new rider. But just take a quick look at me on the bike, and as a reference, I'm about 75 kilos. Tyres, we have these sort of dual purpose tyres, the sort of block tread pattern, so if you did need to take this off-road, light tracks and trails, no problem at all. This is the sort of style of bike for it, isn't it? You know, it's like a dual sport. They're by CST, got a 100 section on the front, 18-inch front wheel up there, and on the back we have a 130, which is a 17-inch wheel. Six-speed gearbox on this, very smooth shifting indeed, very impressed with the gearbox. 164 kilograms wet weight ready to ride, and off the side stand, not too bad at all. It's got a nice feel to it, it feels very stable, it's very much a big bike feel to it. Now the great thing with this bike is that it comes with these panniers. So they are lockable, and so that's like the back one there. Obviously this side's quite small because you've got the exhaust there, and on this side, you know, it's quite a generous amount of storage. So if you had to do some commuting to work, all that sort of stuff, this would be the bike for the job. Absolutely brilliant. Also comes with a centre stand, which is fantastic for cleaning and maintenance. We have ABS, not linked braking, proper ABS on this. Traction control as well. Hydraulic disc brakes, front and rear, which give good stopping power. Also comes with the engine bars, so as you can see it's very, very well spec'd for the money. LED indicators, standard bulb in the headlight there. Got a 2-year parts and labour warranty from Lexmoto. It comes in this kind of June sandy colour, or a nice black as well. And servicing on these is 3,000 miles, 5,000 kilometres, which is pretty much standard for 125 engines. Servicing is going to be very cheap and simple on this, so no problems there. But looking around the bike, just initial thoughts. Nice build quality for the money. It's got a very nice looking blue LCD display there with loads of information. We'll look at that in a minute. We've got a USB, all that sort of stuff. So anyway, there's the walk around, and first impressions, a lot of big bike for the money. Anyway, let's take it for a test ride, shall we? Lexmoto Rx1. Let's try out this. I must admit, these modern 125s are getting bigger and better all the time. This is really nice, this bike. So I'm just going to run through all the controls here. Cable clutch, which is nice and light. Have your headlight flasher, high and low beam. That's your traction control on and off. Indicators and horn. So that's all simple on that side. Non-adjustable front brake lever, hydraulic, engine start and kill switch. Your hazards and your starter buttons. That's all good. So lovely LCD display there. Clock, temperature gauge, says welcome down the bottom there. You've got your rev counter, odometer, fuel gauge. As I say, this is going to do well over, about 200 miles to a tank full. All your warning lights along the bottom there. So simple push on the button there. Fires up to a nice little steady little beat. It sounds very, very quiet indeed, so you're not going to bother any neighbours at all. That's nice. Very, very mellow throttle response. Obviously fuel injection, no choke or anything like that required. Very easily into first gear, and away we go. Nice and smooth to pull away. Right, so welcome aboard the new Lexmoto Rx1. And first impressions, very good indeed. They are getting exceptionally good now, these Chinese bikes. So I'm just going to start off just working through the bike, telling you all about it. So the mirrors, pretty much the same sort of shape things that you see on all of these bikes these days. They're very clear. I can see a little bit of my elbows. On the whole, a decent view behind there. Nice little screen, this being like a dual sport adventure style bike. It's given me a nice little bit of protection there from the wind. That LCD dash there, really nice. Speed, revs, gears, everything you need to know at a quick glance, so that's brilliant. This new engine, the 5 Plus or 5B, Euro 5 Plus, very, very smooth. We're going along at sort of 50 mile an hour now, next to no vibration, so that's very, very good for a 125cc single. A lot of 125s can be very, very vibey. They can really numb your hands and feet, but this is super smooth. That's excellent. It's a very keen little engine. If I sort of slow it down a bit, down to 4th, just open it up, kind of makes a nice little roar from the airbox. The gearbox is very, very slick and positive, even on this new bike. So top speed on this, around about 60 miles an hour. I'm heading into quite a headwind at the moment, so about 50-55 mile an hour is your sort of nice comfortable cruising speed on it. So we're just out on another bit of road now, just nicely cruising along between 50 and 55. Kind of like the happy place for this bike, really. The vibration levels are really, really low, and so are the noise, so it's a really nice bike just to cruise along like this around about 50-55, so that's really good. Talking about comfortable, this bike delivers. It's exceptionally comfortable. I've been on this bike for about an hour now. Very spacious, comfortable seat, sort of feet forward, leg position, loads of room if you were a taller rider, say 6 foot. I'm 5'7". Nice wide bars, very light steering indeed. The tyres feel grippy even in these sort of cold conditions today. Right, we're just trying the brakes out. Front brake's got a good bit of bite to it, and the back brake is very good indeed. And bear in mind we've got ABS on this as well, and traction control. So 5th gear, just winding it out into top gear, and again back to around about 50 miles an hour. Bike feels very, very steady. It's got a good weight to it, 160 odd kilos. Feels very safe. I mean, this sort of bike really suits these kind of cold winter conditions. You know, dual purpose tyres, nice upright position. You know, you can rake these bars forwards and backwards however you want them. But the overall feel is, as you'd expect, it's like a mini adventure bike. It's like a mini Honda CB500 is what came to mind when I got on it. Right, so what's the Lexmoto like at the low speeds in town? So we're just bimbling along 4th gear, 30 mile an hour, pop it into 5th, 4,500 revs. Very, very smooth indeed, nice and quiet. There's no surging or hunting in that fuel injection. That's really nice. Some of these modern bikes with the fueling can kind of surge and hunt on partial throttle, can be a bit annoying at low speeds, but this is absolutely lovely. It's just going along like a sewing machine, really smooth. If I open it up in 4th, makes a nice little roar from the airbox and picks up nice and cleanly. I mean, the control of the bike, nice wide bars, lovely upright position, got lots of control. The back brake is excellent with really, really good feel and bite. So this would make a very, very good commuting bike through town. You know, you've got the luggage out the back there to put all your stuff in. So 2nd into 3rd, yeah, that's just purring along, really nice. So this is an excellent bike for low speed running. It's very easy to control. Throttle response is very mellow, it's not snatchy or at all. That back brake is so controllable for low speed running. Down to 2nd now. Yeah, no heat at all from the engine. So there we are, guys. The RX1 Lexmoto is superb at the low speeds around town. Excellent. Pulling up this steep hill now, pretty decent up there, no problem. It's just a fun little bike that's very, very easy to ride. It's very smooth. The engine performs very well indeed. So anyway, let's take it into here and have a little look round. Yeah, those brakes are getting nicely bedded in now. Just going down the gearbox. Very smooth, slick gearbox, that's good. So let's see what it's like into neutral, straight into neutral at first, neutral, really good. Decent horn, got your high beam there. Right, well let's just leave the indicators running with the high beam on. Let's see what it's like onto the centre stand. It's got a decent grab rail there, that's nice to hang on to move it about, and your passenger. See how it's onto the centre stand. Very easy onto the centre stand, so that's excellent. So there's your LED indicators, standard halogen bulb there on high beam, looks pretty good. And your rear light there, this looks like LED rear lights as well, and indicators, so that's all good. Look at that display again for you. Little sound check. Very nice little single cylinder 4-stroke sound. So that's that. So let's take it off the centre stand and just see what she's like to push about. Steering lock, so it's got a very good steering lock. Look, it's got a good turning circle, nice and easy to turn around. Lots of leverage on the bars there. So yeah, first ride impressions on that, guys. Very good indeed. You know, it's a big bike. It's quite a lot of weight for a little engine to push along, but it hustles along quite happily at 50 mile an hour, no problem. The top speed of just over 60 miles an hour. It's got a nice big commanding riding position. It's got a big bike sort of look and feel to it. I'm sure you'll agree. I'd say all the fixtures and fittings look pretty decent for the money. I'd say Lexmoto bikes have got lots of good bikes in their range now. I'm quite impressed with them. But this new one is very good indeed. You know, you've got these panniers, top box, which is really handy. They do come off, but you have to unbolt them, so it's up to you. Got a little bit of a pad there if you were to take a passenger. I have taken the seat off. There's no storage under there at all. It's just your batteries down there, and you've got your ECU there. That's about it, and there's a toolkit under there as well. But again, you know, all the fixtures and fittings, it's all pretty good. There's no problems at all with it. Feels substantial for a 125. These tyres felt pretty good to me, no problem at all. The suspension is very compliant. It's got quite long travel front and rear, so no problem over all the bumps. Nice comfortable ride there, not really firm, just a nice comfortable ride. 3,000 mile service intervals on these, cheap to service. Change the oil. There's your coolant there to keep a check off, keep your tyres pumped up, correct pressures, keep your chain adjusted and lubricated, and you'll be good to go. So guys, what are your thoughts on the new Lexmoto Rx1? You give me your comments down below, please. Don't forget to give me a like, share and subscribe, please. And I'll catch you again in a week or so for another review. Take care, ride safe, and bye for now.